Good morning, you're Mark Ramirez. Give me just a second. And Mr. Ramirez, this is your initial...
This is where cases quietly get decided. Pause here. This is the initial appearance. No jury, no witnesses, but every word matters. Charges, bond rules, legal footing. All set in minutes. Miss this moment and you miss the direction of the case.
Appearance in cause number 25 DCCR 1362. You're charged with the second-degree felony offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon from August 24th of 2025. And since you've made bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
No, ma'am, I talked to one, I forgot his name, I'm bad at the names, but they said that they were going to appoint.
Speak up, please.
They said they were going to appoint one because my fiance talked with the DA, with the Keith guy, and said something about trying to get a dismissal on a recommendation on my behalf, or he's a see if I can get that person.
Okay, so who's your girlfriend? Is that Patricia Zamora?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She was outside, but they didn't let her.
Okay, you do understand that there's a no contact according to your bond at this time.
This is how people end up back in jail. Watch closely. The judge separates a protective order from a bond condition. Not the same thing. One expires. Break the other, you're arrested. Hear that tone shift? That's not confusion. That's concern.
It was set by the judge in Jefferson County for last month that it was how you say it was lifted. It was lifted last month.
Who lifted that?
I got the paperwork from the judge.
Well, but regardless of the protective order, there should be a, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. They lifted the protective order.
No, I'm not talking about the protective order. So a condition of your bond is that you not have contact. So there's two different things. There was a protective order that lasted a certain amount of time. That's over.
Paperwork just derailed the whole case. Here's the problem. The documents don't match the charge. DWI paperwork inside an aggravated assault case forces the court to slow down. That's not mercy, it's damage control. If it's messy now, trial gets worse.
Protective order. However,
So I guess they never told her that either.
well, they don't have to tell her that. It's you. Hold on, I'm looking at some paperwork here. Okay, this is, were you also arrested for driving while intoxicated at some point?
It's not.
So the magistration paperwork that's in the aggravated assault case is the DWI paperwork. Let me see. No, because it's got the interlock. May 24th. No, 2 different days.
It happened like in the 2 weeks prior in the same.
Do you have the auto ignition interlock device on your vehicle? Okay, if you'll make a note for Christy, I need the magistration paperwork for, can you just have a seat real quick, guys? I want to see the paperwork just to make sure that all the bond conditions are what they need to be on the correct case. So don't leave the courtroom, just have a seat for a minute. Is she here? So, Mr. Ramirez, in cause number 25 DCCR 1362, that is the aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And if there was not already a condition of your bond that you not have contact with the complaining witness, which I believe there probably was, then I am imposing that condition now. I understand she's out there. Y'all need to figure out different places to live, different things to do until...
Feelings don't matter in bond court. This is reality hitting hard. The judge isn't negotiating emotions. She's setting survival rules. Separate homes. No contact. Even checking in counts. And the truth is simple. Love never overrides bond conditions. Ever.
Your case is resolved. Do you understand? That means no contact in person. It also means no communication. If she wants to discuss with the assistant district attorney or the district attorney an affidavit of non-prosecution or things like that, she needs to do that separate of you. You need to still go get an attorney.
She already did talk to the district.
Okay.
January the 8th, she starts the class.
She's going through the options class. Okay.
And that's why she told me that this court date was supposed to be.
Well, nothing gets dismissed until she completes that class. Okay, and so what they do is she goes through that class. If she still feels that that is what she wants to do, she will let them know that, and then that happens after the class.
So, I'm here in front of you. I had a good job, and with this case pending.
Okay, the case is there's nothing I can do about the case pending. So your case is pending until it's resolved one way or the other. If that's, I understand, and it's also the time of the year where things go a little slower, like the options class isn't being offered till January and things like that. None of that changes what I'm going to.
Waiting doesn't mean you're safe. Now it's the waiting game. Classes, possible dismissal, multiple resets, but nothing is guaranteed. Until the case is officially dismissed, it's alive. And live cases don't pause for jobs, holidays, or good intentions.
Set as your bond condition, which is the no contact order with her. Okay. You need to, I'm going to reset your case to give you some time to see if you can get someone hired. If you get a lawyer hired before the next court date, bring the reset notice that you get today. They'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone, you need to talk to at least 3 lawyers and then bring me who you're talking to and we'll discuss your options. And then it might just take a couple of resets of this. If she goes through that class and the case gets dismissed, then you may or may not really need one, but I want you to be working on it just in case.
So next, if I get hired, and it does get dismissed on
That's between, well, and so I typically wouldn't say that this. Ms. Malfino, do you guys have a way to check and confirm that someone has at least signed up for an options class in January?
Yes, ma'am. What's the
It's, what's her name?
Patricia Zamora.
Patricia Zamora on a January 8th. If you'll just double check that for me. Okay, have a seat again. Okay.
and it's in.
Good morning, ma'am. You're Maria Garza?
Yes.
And did you get someone hired, Miss Garza?
No, ma'am. No.
Did you talk to some lawyers?
Yes, I spoke to James Porter, William Marcus, and Gregory Jackson.
Okay. And so where are you on being able to get someone hired, do you think? Are you working?
Yes,
Where do you work?
I'm self-employed.
Doing what?
Food,
What?
food,
Food?
food, yes.
Okay. What do you mean food?
Like tamales, mole,
Okay.
like hot cakes.
Okay. So, is that full time?
Not right now.
Okay. So you probably need to get out and get some work so that you can pay an attorney. Okay? You understand?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to reset your case one more time. You need to try to get someone hired before the next court date, or at least talk to 3 others. And also, I want you to bring me some proof of any kind of documentation of what your income is, what you've done to try to make more income, okay? All right, step in front of the clerk. She'll give you that reset.